Let's put him in the lion's den. Let's put him in the eye of the storm. Let's sit up there and say to Jameis Winston, we believe in you. Here's the football and the marquee. You're all of it for us, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We ride and die with you. This is your future on the line right here. Here it all is, Riddick. And what you going to do with it. I have no problem with that. I don't think that ploy is exercised enough in the world of business. On so many occasions, people want you to prove, and then after that, they want you to prove some more. And then after that, they want you to prove some more. Sort of just delaying and waiting for you to mess up. And ultimately, it becomes an exhaustive process where it isn't indicative of you touching on the potential that you may have because you're just exhausted from constantly running into roadblocks. When you really, really want somebody to succeed, if they showed you they're worthy of trust, obviously you should trust them. If they don't show you you're worthy of trust, you either cut them or if you have to rely upon them, you put them in a position where they're most exposed so you can find out. Now, in a roundabout way, Max, let me throw it to y'all this way. Think about Eli. Totally different scenario because he's 37 years of age and we get that. But last year, we were going off about Eli Manning getting benched. And I was against Ben McAdoo as well. And I still am to this very day because my whole point was leaving him there, throwing him into the lion's den. Don't put him in a position to get the sympathy card for his face. Just leave him out there. And guess what? If he ends up punch drunk, maybe we find out before game 16 last year instead of waiting until this year.
My problem
and I'm saying with Jameis Winston, put him front and center. Give it all to him, but not the money. Give everything else to him and say, okay, let's see what you're going to do with this before we decide on a long-term investment.
That's fine in terms of the starting job.
Sure.
But I would not promote him as the face of the franchise because of his behavior off the field. I think you start to glorify that, or at least you don't punish it. Look, I defended him in college when he was accused of stealing crab legs, and the facts came out. I said, I don't know. But it's one thing after another with Jameis Winston. He's been a professional now for years, and the facts that came out about the Uber driver incident were disturbing. The facts, when you read them, were disturbing. I do not make that guy the face of the franchise. But listen, if the recidivist behavior, it's again and again. It keeps happening. Now, if he kept his nose clean off the field, and he showed that he could be the franchise quarterback of the future. Now that's a different story. But for right now, if you need a face of the franchise, I know they don't play defense, but how about a guy like Gerald McCoy? How about a six-time Pro Bowler who does things the right way, that kind of guy? If you're going to you can give Jameis a starting job, but I don't have a problem with your philosophy. But the way he's behaved off the field, he's lucky to have avoided jail time, really. Yeah. This is not a laughing matter.
Look, Stephen, you said this. You said either you give it all to him, but not the money. You have two choices. Either give it all to him or cut him. I would have been cut Jameis Winston. But we understand talent trumps everything in the NFL, and quarterback talent trumps everything in the NFL. Why? Because people equate quarterback talent with winning, and this is a winning business in the NFL. That's what people care about the most, clearly. Because if
but
you
is he that talented?
I'm just saying. I'm saying that's their perception of it. He gives them a better chance to win, they believe, than obviously Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's why they're putting him out there. I wouldn't promote him either. I wouldn't promote him for a darn thing. I wouldn't put him on the face of anything that I own. If I was the Glazer family and I owned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His face wouldn't be shown anywhere. Would I start him if I really cared about winning and I was willing to keep him on the football team? Yeah. Then I would have that discussion in the offseason where I can guarantee you this would be a hard, long discussion.
I know y'all get it, but here's the part that I think y'all are missing. If I'm going to invest long-term in him, which is what they're contemplating, I need to mirror the conditions under which you're going to live once you get the money. So if I have an opportunity.
But hasn't he already?
No.
That's
I'm talking about
point.
what they're thinking. No, you understand? I'm not questioning that. What I'm saying to you is that I'm talking about that as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't disagree with either y'all.
You're saying it's a last chance,
I'm saying to you,
No, he's saying
I want to mirror.
I
want to mirror without giving you the money.
Here's the problem with
because once I give you the money, that's going to be the situation.
But he's saying he already had that. He already had that. People show you who they are.
But they don't give it to him.
He's the first pick of the draft.
But they don't give him the money.
That's why I'm saying I would have cut him already.
Right, but they're thinking about giving them the money, which is why I'm saying, okay, those to the ball.
I got you.
The problem with what you're saying is there's collateral issues that you have to deal with. Right. There are ancillary issues. So testing him in that way is fine with me. I think it's actually smart. I agree with you on that. But the ancillary problems are you are necessarily glorifying him. Mm-hmm. And considering the way he's behaved off the field, you have to consider what kind of a message that sends. So you're right. Before I would pay him, I want to see him handle the whole thing. But that is outweighed, in my view, by the damage done.
But wait a minute.
I agree with that. The problem is they've already done it. So clearly what they're thinking is that the sensitivity that everybody up on this panel has, they're devoid of. And if you're going to be devoid of it, okay, well then throw him to the Lions
in the
then
fire and
before
figure it out.
But you know what? He's already been in the fire.
I know.
He's been in the fire since day one.
I think Stephen A. gets that.
No, I know what he's saying.
They don't agree
with
I
know what he's saying. He's saying just turn it up higher.
Yeah.
Just make it hot, make it as blazing hot as you can. But you know what?
Because I'm about to give you the money.
You're right. You're right. Look.
But to your earlier point,
you would have
already cut him.
Your team has him as the face of the franchise.
Yeah. I'm just not riding with
that. There is a nugget that y'all are missing in all of this. You said he's been in a fire. No, let me explain.
But as far as being front and center for the franchise, why hasn't he been?
No, because unlike times in the past, the expectations now with Deshaun, Mike Evans, and O.J. Howard, that wasn't there before. It is now.